Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I am Berns. Welcome to my living room. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. I am so happy that you are here. Oh my goodness. Today we are going to be talking about how to start your detox journey if you want to start with juicing. I know a lot of you guys are new. Welcome to the class. We love having our new kids in the class. Yes, we do. And I want to go through a few really cool, simple mindset ways to get your mind in the right frame of mind to do a juice cleanse, and any practical things that I would recommend that I did when I started doing this, which was June 1st, 2020. Almost a year. Yeah. So I've learned a few things. I want to pass that knowledge on to you guys if you are brand new and you are wondering how to get started. So welcome to class. We'll wait for a few minutes until all the kids, the regulars in the class, start showing up. They will start typing their comments in the live stream. So if you are watching this on the live stream, come on, don't be shy. Let me know that you're here. I got my bell. I like to make a big fuss for you guys when you come to class. So come on over. In the morning classes, in these morning classes, I usually start with rebounding. Rebounding is a really good way to get your lymphatic fluid moving and flowing, but it's really important to remember, do this when your kidneys are opening, when they've opened up and they're starting to filter. You'll know that when you pee in a jar and you see those little flakes or sediment in your urine on a regular basis. So we're going to get started. I'm just bouncing. It's just a 38-inch wide rebounder. Sorry, I'd like to show you guys this too, just so that you can know what I'm doing. Good morning, Rockstar. Good morning, Amy. Hi, Chrissy. So I'm just on my 38-inch wide rebounder. And what I do on the rebounder is I just move that Kleenex. The citrus detox is real. I usually just raise and lower my heels, just really gently, like I'm doing a little speed walking or a little jogging in place. I'm not actually jogging like this. Or if you want to do that and your fitness level is such that you can handle that, I'm not about that. I'm just about gently moving my feet like this so that I can just gently get my three energy systems in the body moving: my blood flow, my lymphatic flow, and my nerve flow. Yeah. But you want to make sure that you do this. Make sure that you do this once your kidneys start filtering, okay? And don't worry if your kidneys are not filtering as yet. They will. They'll get there. They'll get there. It takes some time. It takes a while. Some people start filtering right away. Some people, their kidneys don't filter for a while, but we work on that with our fruit protocol. Our fruit, our juicing, our fasting, or our feasting on fruits, that will get everything moving. Everybody is coming to class. Good morning, Rockstar. How are you doing? Chrissy in the house. Chrissy, your little one is so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, just want to eat her up. She's like a candy. So sweet. Good morning, Amy. How are you? Looking lean, babe. Thank you. I'm feeling lean. Oh my gosh, guys. This detox is for real. I'm getting rid of all of the little bit of inflammation that I have left on my body. That's the real sign of success for me. I'm happy. Hey, Rockstar, says Amy. What up, Amy? Says Rockstar. Good morning, Jessica and Sammy. How are you ladies doing today? I hope that you are well. Morgan is here. Morgan, you're new. Welcome, Morgan. I'm so happy that you are here. Oh my goodness. Welcome to class, babe. Are you brand new? Did you just find me? Have you been watching for a while? Give me the deets, everybody. A big juicy welcome. Give Morgan a big juicy welcome. Good morning, niece. How are you? How are you doing? Niece is on a roll, man. Niece has started to post her walking out videos on our Facebook group. So cool. So cool. So I really recommend getting a little bit of movement in, a nice gentle movement like this. Again, once your kidneys have started filtering, I'm not going to say that again right now. Great way to get keep your lymphatic system moving. I am amazed at how much energy I feel during the day. I think I've missed rebounding I think maybe one day in the 4 months that I've been doing it. Yeah, that's a shock. That's surprising. That is very surprising for me. I'm never that good at anything for that long of time, you know? Not that I'm good at it, but I'm never that good with consistency. Consistency is so important when we are trying to change a habit or trying to encourage our body to release inflammation. You got to do it consistently. We are on day 18, you guys. Greetings, everyone. That's Lee. Greetings, everyone. I have a question about juicers. What brand works best with fruits? Great question. Amazing question. The best brand that I have found, and there's tons of brands, the best type, it's the type that you're really looking for. And for me, the type and the brand. And the type that we are looking for is not the centrifugal juicer that spins, with that basket and it tears up the cells of the fruit and spits out on high power, spits out the pulp on one end and pours out the juice on the other. That's a centrifugal juicer. And we do not use those kinds anymore because we have learned that while they were great back in the day, they're really not that good for preserving the nutrients in the juice. And you want as many, you're paying we're spending good money, our hard-earned money, not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money to do juice. Honestly, it's not. It's not. But we're spending our hard-earned money, right? On an appliance that is going to give us, we hope, the best nutritive value for what we've spent our food money on. So having the centrifugal juicers, no bueno, because it chews up all of the cell walls, it oxidizes it faster as a result, and it downgrades the quality of the juice itself. I use a masticating juicer, which has an auger, which crushes and juices the fruit that way instead of shredding it. You get more nutrients, you get more juice, and your juice lasts longer. It lasts for about 3 days on average. I like to drink mine. I personally like the experience of juicing my fruit, especially when I use my Omega 800, because it is hands down the sweetest juicer to use, pardon the pun, sweetest juicer to use and the easiest juicer to clean. So that's what I would recommend. And I have an Amazon store where I have the ones you can check out, this one right here on the bottom. You can check out the juicer that I use and that I recommend. Lots of the kids in the class here have used it, and have got their own Omegas or similar. They're different brands. Mine is the Omega 800 is the vertical one. I like that one the best. I find it does the leafy stuff really good. I find it does wheatgrass. It does cilantro for my spicy pineapple cucumber juice that I love. It does all of that. It's got a blade on it so that it doesn't get juice, but you can make ice cream with it. You can make nut butter. You can grind seeds, which is really, really cool. And it grinds it into a powder, like a coarse flour almost. Super easy to put together, to clean. Really, really primo. I love it. It's one of the best investments that I've made on my juicy journey for me. My Omega 800, my dehydrator, because when we get off of our juice portion of our cleanse, which we're almost halfway through, guys. Yes, we're doing a 40-day juice cleanse and we're almost halfway through. Can you believe it? Woo! I'm feeling really good. Like, okay, I got this. Not that I don't have challenges, not that I'm not tempted by certain things, but it's like, I got this. I'm good. So with the fruits, there are always going to be certain fruits that do not really work that great in any juicer. I'm telling you, pineapple in my Omega 800, I can go for 1 liter. The receptacle for that juicer is 1 liter of juice. I can get 1 liter of juice done on a pineapple, and then I have to clean up the filter. But the thing that I love about the Omega 800 is that the filter is super easy to clean. So that is a really good thing to remember. You want to not just look at what is the cheapest one out there. My Omega 800 cost me $400 Canadian. It was worth it. I use it multiple times a day. And sometimes when we do big batches, it will be running for an hour, sometimes 2 hours, if we're making extra juice to freeze. And it is really, really worth its investment. The other thing that I really love, like I said, is the dehydrator. I use that. Well, this brings us right away into what equipment do I need to get on this juicy journey. Ultimately, you can use the blender if you didn't have that. Guys, you can go to Goodwill or Value Village or whatever your reselling store is in your community. Thrift store. Yeah, thank you. Thrift store. Go to your local thrift store and see what juicers they have. If you have to start with a centrifugal juicer, because that's all you can find, no worries. Start there, but get a decent juicer. You can get them on Facebook Marketplace. What you're looking for is a slow juicer. They're all good with all fruits. You're just looking for a slow juicer. When you juice stuff like grapes, that can be really a lot of work. I don't like juicing grapes in any juicer. I've had 3 juicers. I've had the centrifugal, I've had the masticating, and I've had the upright masticating, and then now the horizontal Omega. Best one ever, in my opinion. So look around, shop around. Facebook Marketplace, great place to get them. But if you want to invest in your health, you really have to understand, you have to kind of get on board with the idea that this is like an investment in your health, in your future. And to think that, because I see this out there, I can't do that. It's like, I got to buy a what? A juicer? Oh my God. Oh wait, I have a juicer in the basement that I never unpacked. Yeah, go open it, go get it, go get it. That'll work. Use what you have in the moment, but if you're ready to buy a juicer, Omega 800. Good morning, Rhonda. Oh, you're welcome. She's a cutie. She is a cutie patootie. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? Hey, Andrea. I'm loving the savory pineapple juice too. Oh my God, so good. Like for real, Amy. And the funny thing about it, I posted it on our Facebook page yesterday. So if you guys are not there, go look for this logo or go into your Facebook, or better yet, click the link in the description of this video. Come on over. I posted the recipe there. Our cucumber pineapple juice. Every time I make it, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have this, I guess. And then I drink it and I'm like, oh my God, I get to drink this. It's so good. You don't expect those 4 simple ingredients to come together like that. 5. You don't expect those 5 simple ingredients to come together like that. Cucumber juice, pineapple juice, garlic, jalapeno, cilantro. Go check, or you can check my profile out too, or my Instagram. I posted it all in all the places, in all the fun places. That recipe, I'm telling you, it has saved my ass on this detox. I'm not gonna lie. It has been the thing that I look forward to the most at lunchtime and then at dinner time. It's the thing that has been going on this strong, I'm telling you, man. And it's all fruit. It's all fruit. It's not a green drink per se, because a lot of green drinks usually have a lot of heavy, fibrous, based, green, leafy greens. This is cucumber, which has a little bit of green from the skin, but cucumber is a fruit. Yes, so it's still 100% fruit, right? A fruit is anything that a plant bears that bears fruit, bears seeds for its continued generation. So, the other green part about that drink is the cilantro. And believe it or not, you guys who do not like cilantro, I want to give you a little heads up. Dali cannot stand cilantro. He hates it. His body rejects it. His taste buds reject it. But if I do that drink with just one handful instead of two handfuls of cilantro, like maybe use half a cup instead of one full cup of cilantro, he loves it. He's like, oh wow, that tastes really good. That's really interesting. That's good. So I think it's the combination of the pineapple with the cilantro, with the cucumber, with the jalapeno, and with the garlic that makes the cilantro make the whole thing sting. So even if you're skeptical, just try it. What's the worst that can happen? You don't like it, you throw it out. Try it for one batch, and I'm telling you, I think a lot of you are going to be shocked. I've not found anything as yet that has helped me that much when it comes to juice choices. So check it out. Good morning, everyone. I'm thankful to be here right away for a change. Yay, you're on the money. Lois is on the money, honey. Welcome to class, Lois. It's so great to have you here live, baby. I love the omega. The omega is what you want, man. In my opinion, I've tried a few. Good morning, Greet. You're back. Yay! How are you doing, my darling? So great to see you back in class. Welcome. Good morning. I bought the Detox Miracle Source book from Robert Morris to educate myself, and the Omega Vertical Slow Juice are awesome to juice other fruits than only citrus and still juicing and feeling great. Oh, baby. Woohoo! That is so great. Great. I'm so excited for you. So excited. How many days have you been juicing? Still juicing. How many days? How many days since you started? Wow, that is so good. I'm so happy for you. And how are you feeling? Well, you said you're feeling great. Yeah. Amazing when you just start. Great. I have a question for you. Did you jump in cold turkey, as they say, giving up all the bad foods cold turkey? Did you just jump into juicing and just leave all the other stuff on the side? I'm just really curious to find out. That's what I did. I just jumped in. I was like, oh, juicing? Okay. I can do 30 days. I can always go back to what I was doing before. I'm just gonna jump in. Well, what's the worst that can happen? All of these people that I had been seeing and been reading about and being inspired by, they were doing it, and they just jumped in and did it. It's food. What's the big deal? What am I making a big deal about it for? Stop making a big deal. Stop making a big deal about it, Berns. Just jump in and get a juicer and buy a book and start juicing. That is what I did. That's what I did. And what I discovered was that I really loved it. And I've been doing it for just over 9 months now. And I feel amazing. I feel great as well. Good morning, Doris. Good morning, Berns. Everyone, Doris, how are you feeling, babe? We're on day 18. That's so cool. And that's not to make other people who are not on day 18 feel like, oh my God, I'm a failure. I can only make it to day 7. Girl, dude, if you made it to day 7 or day 1 or day 10 or day 14, however many days you made it or went with it this time, made it. It's like however many days you celebrated yourself with juice, amazing. Super, super excited about that for you. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I am. I'm really happy for you. And then to know that you guys are transitioning from your juice cleanse into beautiful, delicious raw food. Man, I can't wait till I get back in the kitchen. I'm excited. Woo! The stuff that we are making up to put in our bellies. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I'm going to do first. There's so many things that I want to savor and enjoy. Oh my gosh. I can't wait. I'm excited. Hey, Kelly. Kelly, hey, Berns, long time no see. Oh my gosh, Kelly. How are you doing, babe? You're here. Long time no see indeed. Yeah. I'm doing great. The family's amazing. I'm very well. Oh my God. Organic navel oranges from California. Found them on sale yesterday. Something told me to go into the organic grocery store called Goodness Me. On the way home, we've done like 3 different grocery stores to get our groceries for the weekend. And I was like, you know what? Haven't found organic garlic as yet. Let's stop in at Goodness Me and see if they've got any. And I walked in and I'm walking around and yeah, sure enough, organic garlic, awesome. Because in that juice, you guys, you want to make sure to try using some organic garlic in that juice because it just has way more power in that garlic. It's so much better. But I walked in and I'm looking around. What else they got here? What else they got here? I didn't really need anything else, you know. And the prices there are ridiculously expensive. $4 for a cucumber. I just picked some for $1. It's like, okay. Looked around, and there are these bags of 3-pound bags of oranges for $4.99 down from $7.99, which is cheaper than I would be buying them, which is cheaper than I just bought them, non-organic at Walmart. So that's what I'm drinking today. It is so good. I just sip my juice really slowly, especially in the morning, or else it does cause me some tummy aches. It does. Sip it nice and slowly, baby. Yes, I'm doing very well, Kelly. So good to see you. Look at your family. Look at those kids. 3 boys and 1 girl. Oh my God. Beautiful. So glad to see you here. So glad that you're here, babe. B Lady says, thanks for the juice recommendations. I'll check it out. Yeah. I'm going to start your recipes. Take them all. I don't have all of the recipes written out, but I am working on that, as well as some short format content recipe videos. Give me a minute. It's coming. Good morning, Sharon. How are you, darling? I hope you're keeping well. I'm doing very well. I'm feeling great. How are you doing? Last night it was about 9:30, and I'm like, oh wow, I am so awake. I feel so, vibrant and awake. Because sometimes by 9 o'clock, I'm like, sometimes by 7 o'clock, I'm kaput. You know, I also bought Dr. Morris's Detox book. Wow, so much good info. I'm telling you, I have done a lot of studying. I have 2 university degrees, one in Bachelor of Arts Psychology, one as a Bachelor of Education, so that I could be a teacher. I used to teach elementary and high school. But of all the textbooks that I've ever had and devoured and loved, because I love a good textbook. I'm a nerd that way. I love a good textbook. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's talking about stuff that I really dig and stuff that I really get into and stuff that I really love, you know? I love that. I love that. And when I opened up the Morris's Detox book, I was blown away. I was like, not only is it super easy to understand, it goes into everything that you need to know, really and truly, in order to heal yourself. From a biological standpoint, but not so intellectual that it's so like, what? I'm lost. Okay, Dr. Morris. Okay, no. It's like you're just devouring page after page. And if you guys notice, Detox 101, Detox 102, sugar and carbohydrates, all of these master classes are all directly from Dr. Morris's book. All directly from Dr. Morris's book. It's beautifully broken down, it's eloquent, it's simple to understand, and you get a resonance when you read it that, oh my God, that makes so much sense, right? That makes so much sense. Really simple, breaking it down, really, really beautiful. I'm so glad that you got it. I highly recommend it. It's also in the Amazon store, so I highly recommend that you guys check that out, okay? Yes, I jumped in only orange juice. See? Jumped in only orange juice, lemon, grapefruit, 2 weeks. I didn't have a juice, and now I have juice. Also veggies. Awesome. Yes, now you juice and do a little bit of veggies on the side. That is amazing. I think sometimes we really set this up in our head because it's so new and because it's so different than anything else that we've ever done or even considered as a viable option. We think that's going to be hard. Oh, I'm good. I'm really chilling on food. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. Yeah, you do for a minute. You absolutely do. Oh my God. Day 4, day 5, day 10. For a lot of people, it's day 10. right? Yeah, sometimes it does feel a little bit hard, but there are ways to set yourself up so that it doesn't feel so hard. You know what I'm saying? There's ways to set it up in your mindset. And by the way, all of the videos that I've been doing on the walking videos, the walking videos on YouTube, short content for you guys. It's just between 6 and 9 minutes. I think the one on how to deal with families rejecting you when you choose this path, that one's going to be about 15 minutes because I've already filmed it. I need to cut it down though. I need to take I need to trim it. I need to tighten it up a little bit. But for the most part, all of those videos are one take wonders, as I call them. They're one hit downloads that I get from the universe to help you guys do the mindset stuff, like how do you deal with objections from your family? How do you deal with objections from your doctor? All that kind of stuff. How do you deal with objections from yourself, the mental battle? How do you start looking at things from a different perspective? How do you work on stepping out of your comfort zone so that you can step out of your comfort zone? Whenever you do anything new, it's out of our comfort zone. If it was comfortable, we'd already be doing it, right? In order for something to be comfortable, you have to do it. But in the beginning, when you first start doing it, doing that thing, it's tricky. It feels, it feels hard. Except there are ways to set ourselves up to make that, little gap a little bit easier. Not so much of an abyss, but just a little gap. It's like, what's the difference between trying to jump from this side of the sidewalk across the street to the other side of the sidewalk compared to just hopping over the next sidewalk stone? That's how I want you guys to approach everything with this. It's like, oh, that's easy. I just skip over that. And then whoop, whoop, skip over that. Whereas jumping from this side of the street over to the other side of the street, that's a huge, distance. It feels further away from you. So those walking videos, let me know if you guys have been checking them, if you've been seeing them. I post them on my YouTube channel. I'm really proud of them. It also is a documentation of my journey through my own healing, because I am still healing my body. And, I just want to let you guys know, if Reed can jump in 100%, if I can do it, if a lot of you can do it, if a lot of other people can do it, I highly recommend giving it a shot, because if you don't like it, you can always go back to eating the acid-forming food that brought the disease on in the first place, or you can just keep going and find beautiful ways to have beautiful food. I'm just saying. What do you eat?
Beautiful question.
Your juices. Beautiful question. Let's see here. I'm going to pull up some examples. So in Detox 102, I talked all about what to eat, eating for vitality, how to transition from a standard American way of eating, or how to transition from your juicing, off of your juicing, into eating other foods. So this is usually what I eat. And this is kind of like what you could eat. These are all things that I've made. This is not how I usually eat. How I usually eat is that first slide, the breakfast slide. That is usually juice for me. And then I have an in-between meal of more juice. And then I have a lunch veggie type of thing. I might make a salad. I may have a Bernsey burger. These are all raw meals. I also, in the evening, usually don't have as much as that. But again, if I have chewing food at lunch, I don't usually have chewing food for dinner. If I have chewing food for dinner, I don't usually have it for the rest of the day. But this is one of the menu cards. This is the here's the other menu card, another example. This is the kind of stuff that I eat. So over the last 5 months, I think it is, October, November, December, January, February. Over the last 5 months, I've done over 350 classes here on my Facebook page and on YouTube. And a lot of them have recipes where I'm actually making them in real time. So I'm going to be making a lot of those recipes again, but making them into shorter, quicker recipes. And I'm also finding I'm perfecting recipes that take 30 minutes and under to get it on the table. As long as you do a little bit of prep work, like on the weekend, if you get a couple things ready so that later on when it's mealtime, at dinner time, it's only going to take 20, 30 minutes to throw together to have dinner on the table. Those are the kind of things that I'm going to be working on for you guys. You hear reverb? What? Oh, shoot. Thank you. No, I can't do that because I'm in the mic. We have, oh, I got 3 devices here. I'm so sorry about that, you guys. I'm so sorry. India, thank you for pointing that out. Has that reverb been going on for 30 minutes? Oh my God, I apologize. I do apologize. And thank you so much for pointing that out. If ever you guys ever are in class and you can't hear me properly or you hear reverb or something happens, can you please just let me know in the comments? Because I'm viewing the comments on my phone. I'm viewing them on my iPad as well. So I'm sorry about that. My apologies. I hate that. So definitely snag those recipes, get them. Usually when I've made a meal, I've put I fixed it. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I fixed it. I didn't have that. It's never mind. You don't need to know the background. I messed up. I didn't click something on my phone. So yeah, the recipes are usually in the description of the video. So scroll through the YouTube and check it out on the YouTube, all right? Because on Facebook, it's much harder to see it as a catalog of content. Sharon. Okay, where have I left off? So what I eat after my juice cleanses is I eat raw, mostly raw. I'll have I love making salads, and I know that sounds really boring. Like, oh my God, is she talking really salads? Like rabbit food? Like, I don't think so. No, no, not like rabbit food. Like the salads we make are substantial. They're delicious. They're so good. Raw vegan pizza, the Bernsey burgers, which are always a huge hit. I do lots of different zoodle recipes. I do a raw bagel. These are the standard faves in my house, but I make other things as well as I'm experimenting with recipes. Raw vegan sushi with jicama rice. Oh my God. Okay, let me stop talking. I can't talk about food anymore because I'm on a juice cleanse and I don't want to get my imagination going because then I'm going to get off of class and I'm going to be looking in the fridge for sushi. I'm telling you. Hi there. So nice to see you. Welcome to class. Hey, welcome. I have no idea how to pronounce your name, but welcome. It's so good to have you here. I am from Canada, Cambridge, near to Toronto. Where are you from? So great to have you here. Greet says, I have a garden. Last year I had my own organic cucumber and tomatoes, kale, spinach, strawberries, raspberries, rhubarb. I don't have fruit trees. Garden is too small. Last week I planted some garlic. Oh my gosh, Greet, that is amazing. And you're in Belgium, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah. So when does your sowing season start? We want to have a garden, but then again, we're thinking about selling the house. And if we do, we're not going to be here. By the way, I found grapes with seeds yesterday, you guys, in the grocery store. These big, beautiful globe grapes. They were seeded. So we're actually saving all of our grape seeds so that we can plant grapevines. Oh my God, Berns is excited. Not only am I excited because we found seeded grapes, because that in itself is very challenging to do, but they're delicious. They're delicious, and we're going to dry them, and we're going to plant them. Oh, thank you so much. You like my hair? Yeah, I'm rocking the shaved hawk. Thank you so much. Jay Surratt, FYIK. Oh, hey, Rhonda. How are you? How are you? And Jay and Karen, we love you guys. We love you. I think it's so cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Glad to hear you, Berns. I'm good. Thank you. Love the inspiration from everyone. The learning is awesome. Yeah, man, the learning here is incredible. Good morning, Carol. How are you, darling? I hope you're doing well. How was your week? Oh my gosh. So good to see you. So good to see you. India. Hi, India. Welcome back to class, my darling. How are you? I'm growing eggplant, garlic. It's so easy to grow. It just takes a long time. I'm making CE and juicing at 5 a.m. California time. What is CE? What is CE? I'm making CE and juicing at 5 a.m. California time. I don't rebound with you because hubby is sleeping. I start at about 9 o'clock a.m. I rebound before and after CE. That is awesome. What is CE? What is that acronym for? I do not know. Growing regular and elephant garlic. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Good morning, Crystal. Crystal says, good morning. I was trying to sprout chickpeas for chickpeas for the raw hummus, and they started to sour. I think I just didn't soak them long enough. When chickpeas start to sour, it's because you didn't rinse them enough. You did not rinse them enough. So what I do is I put the chickpeas, cover them with water. I do this in a strainer. I do the first part in a bowl. Cover them with water, leave them to soak for 24 hours. Then you're going to rinse them out. And you're going to keep them rinsed. Put in a colander in a strainer, and then put that strainer over a bowl. And then 3 or 4 times a day, you want to come back and you want to rinse it out a lot. Rinse it a lot. Gently toss them around. Don't break the little sprouts that start sprouting. Gently toss them around so that you get all of any sliminess that might accumulate on the bottom rinsed out. But here's the thing. I have found when I do them in a colander like that, there is no option for them to develop a slimy residue. Number one, you can spread them out on a wider surface so they're not all on top of each other. So it's almost like a single surface. But then also the air from the bottom, the air holes on the bottom of the colander allow air to percolate up and get all in between the chickpeas so that they don't get sour. They get sour when they stay too moist on top of each other. So if you try sprouting chickpeas in a jar, after the initial soak period, if you leave them in that jar, they're going to sour. They're going to sour because they're on top of each other. They're on top of each other. All right, so try that. Make sense? Let me know. Okay. How long will the hummus keep after making it? A few days, maybe 3, 4. I don't know. It never lasts long enough past 2 days in my house. That stuff gets eaten up quickly, and I like to make it fairly fresh. So, but even when I make a really coffee enema, gotcha. Even when I make a big batch of it, it gets eaten up really quickly in our house. But it's so easy and so quick to make. I make it in my Vitamix blender. But yeah, that is another thing that I can't wait to eat. Oh my God, the hummus. So CE means coffee enema. Okay, thank you so much. That's exactly what I did, but they started to smell funny. I used the colander, but I didn't let them soak that long, just overnight. Overnight works fine too. I don't believe they went sour because you didn't soak them long enough. And sometimes they do have a little bit of a smell, but it's how do they taste? That's the thing. But again, if they smelled funny, then maybe you didn't rinse them out enough. How many times did you rinse them out? And also, how many days did you let them sprout? Personally, I have found that they taste best when there is a tiny tail, like this much of a tail, like almost just poking out. Just like the stem is just starting to poke out. I've left them till the tails were this long. I didn't like them. They didn't. Nah. So how many days did you leave them, Crystal? That would be good information to know. Good information to know. So just to carry on from the title of today's class, I just want to let you guys know that if you want to start a juice journey, the best and easiest way to do it is to just start. Don't overthink it. You're just drinking juice. So what I recommend is drinking 2 to 3 or even 4 liters of juice, depending on your appetite, depending on your how you feel on your juice, right? Oftentimes I'll get 2 liters in, but now that I added that delicious pineapple cucumber juice, now I'm getting 3 liters in solidly a day. You want to keep focused, and you want to stay focused on fruit as your fruit juice, because that is where all of the detox really happens. You can detox on vegetables as well, but it's not as elevated a detox when you do it with vegetables. Do it with fruit, and you're going to find that it's the most hydrating, the most alkalizing for your body. Leave out all other stuff like coffee, leave out um, uh, uh, regular tea. If you want tea, I would recommend using the Heal All tea. Um, Let your family know who you live with that, hey, I'm going to be juicing. I'm doing a cleanse. This is what I'm doing. Okay, just so you know. Don't talk about it to everybody, especially if you're brand new starting this. You don't have the information, you don't have the yet. Keep it to yourself because there's a lot of people out there who are going to want to dissuade you from doing this, who think it's crazy, who are afraid that you're going to hurt yourself. You're not, who are concerned that this is not smart at all to do, that you're going to give yourself diabetes, that you're going to feed your cancer, that all of these crazy myths that are out there to keep us away from the real truth of how to heal ourselves. What I would recommend, instead of sharing it with too many people and looking for other people's opinions and other people's validation, do your own research. I've got over 350. I need to go in and renumber them because I didn't number them properly when I started. But I've got over 350 videos, live classes just like this, and in the kitchen, and in Glenda, and in my lounge. Over 350 live, student-led, student-directed, and then teachable master classes that I've done to help dispel the myths, to help educate us about what we're really doing and how beneficial this really is for ourselves. I've put 6 of those into a detox masterclass playlist for you right on my YouTube channel, completely free. No, there's no catch. You don't have to sign up for anything. You don't have to pay for anything. All of the information is right there for you to go and check out. In that detox masterclass playlist, it's videos like sugar and carbohydrates, what you really need to know, protein, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, baby, about protein, Detox 101, that talks about why detox and how to detox and what to expect when you're detoxing during the process and what to expect when you're all cleaned out. Then I've got Detox 102. It talks all about what to eat, how to transition, how to transition from a standard American diet into a healthy, vital diet. Then we talk about how to go from there into juicing. And we also talk about soy. We talk about beans. We talk about really important things that we don't realize when a lot of times people are like, well, I'm really healthy. I'm a vegan. Yeah, no, you're not. Okay, because I'm plant-based, therefore I'm really healthy. Well, okay, it's better than standard American diet, but it's still very acid, a lot of that stuff. And in Detox 102, we talk about what foods are acid, what foods are alkaline, and how to harness that information to put together a beautiful protocol so that you can be confident that you're healing your body in the best possible way. I've also got a class in there called Cancer and the Great Lymphatic System. Really, really powerful class in there for you so that you can, if you're going into this and you have a diagnosis like cancer, like I have had since 2011, had 90% of my stomach removed in 2011 and 75% of my liver removed in 2017, and was booked in for another liver resection surgery last June. And I canceled it because I found juicing, and I found it resonated so much with me that I wanted to give it a try before going down that, cut it out again, because I know how many times can I go and have my body cut open. Like, this is ridiculous. And when my oncologist and my liver surgeon are telling me they don't know what causes it, and then I'm hearing from Dr. Morris saying, oh, we definitely know what the cause of dead, decaying cells in your body is, aka cancer. At a certain point, I can't hear the no, we don't know what causes this, and we don't know what to do except cut you open and pump you full of chemotherapy, shooting darts at a dartboard, hoping something hits. Instead of doing that anymore, for 9 years I did that, I decided, let me jump on board what this other doctor, Dr. Robert Morse, is teaching about, and everything he was saying was making sense, so that's my story in a nutshell. And I have really enjoyed learning as much as I can as I became a detox specialist, with Dr. Morse in order to not only help heal myself with 100% confidence, but then to help other people like you get started, because I know there are a lot of people out here who are looking for a way to heal their bodies and are really tired of the lack of answers and the lack of real healing that they are experiencing in the mainstream medical approach. And I'm telling you guys, some of your family members are going to be questioning and are going to be doubtful and are going to be straight up aggressive about their concern for you and your health. And I totally understand that. I had the same thing from my family. But at the end of the day, I had to listen to my truth and follow my truth. And I'm so glad that I did, because here I am 9 months later, 30 pounds lighter, much more healthy, much more vibrant, much more vital, enjoying my life, enjoying my relationship with food for the first time in my life, and sharing it and inspiring you guys to get started as well. These are the things. It's your sister. Yes, you did. Debbie. Hello, darling. Right? I did it. Yes, I did what? Yes, I did what? I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much for loving me so much and for being so concerned that I was just not doing the thing that I should be doing, but I really believe that everybody out there can take. Yes, you did. I did ignore you. Yes, I did. I did ignore you because I had to follow my truth, not because I didn't love you or don't love you, but because I had to follow my truth. You know what I'm saying? And I followed the truth that I thought was my truth for 9 years. I followed the allopathic way of taking care of this, when in fact it didn't really take care of anything. It was just a Band-Aid that I was putting on a gushing wound. And I had to really look at what was causing the gushing wound, what was causing my continued deterioration in health, in spite of all kinds of medical intervention. Thank you so much, Deepika. I so appreciate you, babe. I so appreciate all of you. So yeah. Aw, thanks, Debbie. I'm so proud of me too. Thank you so much. I love you. That means a lot to me. That means the world. That means the world. So here we are. We are helping each other through the process of learning how to start addressing the cause of what we are experiencing in the body. The simple breakdown, you guys, the simple breakdown is that the chemistry that we put into our body very much affects what happens in our bodies. Very much affects what happens in our body. And in our body and in the world, there's only two sides of chemistry. There's only two sides of chemistry. There's the acid side of chemistry, and understanding that the acid side of chemistry is where all dis-ease originates. That's the cause of all erosion, corrosion, agglomeration, sticking together, hardening, flat out dehydrating situation for your body. And the only way that we're going to hydrate and detox and clean out these toxins out of our body is if we hydrate our body with alkaline food. And when food is combusted and measured and tested, the ash that's left behind determines whether that food leaves behind an acid forming ash or an alkaline ash. It's really, really simple. It's not complicated. It's not complicated. Everything in the body has to do with what side of chemistry we fall on. And when you understand that all illness and all dis-ease in your body happens under an acid sky, and all health and vitality happens under an alkaline sky, it makes it really easy. It's like, okay, well, let's try this out. So that's what I'm here to do with you guys. I'm here to encourage you guys to try it out. Put some alkaline food inside of you, keep out all acid forming food, and see what happens. Do it consistently. Don't cheat. Don't say, well, I've been really good today, so I'm going to go have that, that little thing that I don't want to give up as yet. You can't do it like that. I mean, you can do it like that, but you're not going to see any real consistent change in your health, And that's what I want for all of you guys, to just jump in. Like, don't be afraid of it. Don't make it harder for yourself than it has to be. Just jump in. Just jump in. Just jump in, baby. Just jump in. Hey, Crystal, 4 days is too long for sprouting chickpeas in my experience. Okay. They're going to start getting smelly, not because you did anything wrong, but because they've just gone for too long. 2 days maximum. I've even sprouted them in like 12 hours and used them in hummus, and it works, girl. It works. Okay, let me see. So that is basically the essence of what I wanted to talk to you guys today about. If anybody has any other questions, this would be a great time to pop them in before I head out. And I see that Jasmine is here. Oh my gosh, Jasmine and her mom are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy that you are here. I'm going to talk about the thyroid issue in a minute. Give me 1 second. Okay, oh, here you are, Debbie. There you are. There you go. You had to pop in a profile picture. Thanks, babe. I love you and I appreciate you so much. Do you think apples or oranges would work instead of pineapple? I don't eat garlic. Yes, they would. I believe so. In fact, I want to try the savory juice with the oranges. Here's why I believe it will work. Because usually when I make a Thai dressing, I use the main part of the liquid. I will use oranges for it. So absolutely the apples would work as well. Absolutely. India says, I've been watching your other videos and recipe. I like the pineapple cucumber green juice you use when you're craving food. I am telling you guys, I am telling you, Debbie, you remember all of the amazing savory juices that I would make when we were at the cottage last year? Oh my God, I would make Debbie and I these amazing savory drinks. I made a curry. Yes, I made curry out of cantaloupe, and I just used garlic, some pepper, and like in through the juicer, some coriander, some cilantro, and some curry powder with cantaloupe juice. Don't get me started. Hey, I forgot to share. My uncle called me yesterday and was wondering if I was selling my juices because he's seen my juice pics on my post. There you go, a little cottage industry for you, right? He wants to jump on a juice cleanse, and also he's interested in becoming a vegan and eventually transitioning to raw vegan. Good for him. He told me he's tired of living in pain. I told him about you, Berns, in our group, and Dr. Morse. So hopefully he'll join the group and come to your live classes. I'm glad I'm glad to be able to help my family members. You know what, niece? That is one of the best feelings ever. And you didn't do it by pushing it down their throats, and you didn't do it by lecturing them, and you didn't do it by, freaking out on them because, oh my God, you need to do this. This is going to be your healing. People are not interested. And if you're just consistent and you just become the living example of this truth, and if you just show people gently just what you're doing, and you allow them to have their opinion about what they're doing, then, you're going to become the living example of this truth. And it's going to be undeniable at a certain point. You're just going to be like, they're going to come to you, right? So keep going, keep doing that. And absolutely, I cannot wait till he shows up in class. What is his name? Is he on Facebook? Is he on YouTube? Hey, man, I can't wait to see him in class. I will make sure to ring the bell so heartily for him. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. India says, I agree wholeheartedly about follow your truth and your gut. You have to follow your truth. As much as we might want to do what our family members, the direction that they want us to go in, at the end of the day, if you don't follow your own gut, your own heart, you know it inside of yourself. Like all of the prep work of getting ready for that surgery time last spring and into summer, it just, in my gut, I was like, oh, I'm just like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Like my gut was really talking to me, my heart, my soul, my inner being, my future self. Berns from 2021 was saying, no, girl, that's not what your path is. That's not your path, right? That might be somebody else's path. They might care about you and love you to death and to life, but it's not your path. And you have to go with what is calling your name. You really, really do. Because if you don't, you know how miserable you're going to be. You can't please everybody. You got to work on pleasing yourself. You know what I mean? Incredible. You're making me so happy that you're sharing this. I want to cry, so happy. Oh my gosh, babe, I'm so glad that this is resonating with you. Ah, this is so good. This is so good. Gotta have my thyroid out soon. Looking forward to hearing about that. Mm. Well, Debs, we certainly came from beautiful parents, beautiful, beautiful gifts, but we also inherited, as we all do, the strengths as well as the weaknesses of our family, our genetics, our mom and dad, and then behind that. And we know that mom was on thyroid medication her whole life. And I'm going to talk about thyroidism in just a second, because I just want to get through some of these, because Jasmine also, or is it Yasmin? Is it Jasmine or is it Yasmin? Jasmine and her mom are here as well, because her mom has goiter, which is a growth on the thyroid. So I'm going to be talking about that. I'm so happy that you're open to hearing about that, Debs, because you can heal that thyroid. I am healing my thyroid. I'm healing my thyroid. I do not take my hormone replacement medication anymore, because I'm fixing my thyroid. My weight, Debs, look at me. Look at your girl. You know, I'm healing my thyroid. I'm healing my thyroid, and you can too. You don't have to have it taken out. When the solution for anytime we are going through anything, dear darling little sister of mine, the solution is not to cut out body parts, because it doesn't deal with the cause. It deals with the symptom. The symptom is pointing to what the cause is, but when we only deal with the symptom by taking medication, by cutting out body parts, we are not dealing with what caused the thyroid to go down in the first place. Okay, so we cannot change what type of thyroid tissue we inherited from mommy. We can't change that, but we can repair it. We can detox it. In order to repair it, you first have to clean it out. And then the regeneration process happens. All right? Then the regeneration process happens. And the only way to address this is to go to the cause. Now, what causes our thyroid or any gland to stop working? It's acidosis. It's acids in the body. You got to look at what food you're eating. When we looked at this, and we did these slides are from the class that I did on Detox 102, and all of these slides are in our group. I encourage everybody, if this is resonating with anybody, please, and not just on the food side, but also the mindset side, also the emotional, the mental, the spiritual. When we do a physical detox, by the way, just prepare yourself. You're going to go through some emotional, some mental, and some spiritual evolution and detox and growth as well. All right. But if you look at this list and you really, really, really look at how much we have eaten on the acid side of chemistry, Deb, growing up, I mean, societal, all the way around, we just are really predominantly focused on acid forming foods. Acids corrode, acids erode, acids agglomerate. They make things stick together. They harden things. They dehydrate things. And the only way to get to the healing side of that is to take away the things that are causing it in the first place, right? It's getting bigger because you need to clean it out, right? Me too. Mine is getting bigger. I'm not on meds. It's working okay. I just have a benign nodule that's growing pretty fast. Okay, so all of these things are healable and fixable when you stop putting in the foods that the foods that are creating these things. And what can I say? What can I say? Look at your diet. Look at what you're putting in your body and on your skin. As soon as I started doing this, Deb, I stopped using perfume. I stopped everything that was toxic to my body, because I realized how much I didn't know about all of this stuff. Look at it from this point of view, Deb. Would you ever roll up to in your beautiful vehicle, would you ever roll up to a diesel pump in the gas station? Would you ever do that? Why not? Not my gas, not my fuel. Would you roll up to a Tesla station and look to find the plug for your car? No, because you don't drive an electric car, right? You roll up to a gas station. Would you put regular fuel in your car, or would you put premium fuel in your car? We have one body, and the food that we've been putting in, that we've been thinking is food, is so toxic to us, but we're so hooked into eating it because it seems like too much to give that up. And I always say this in class, Deb, we are addicted to the things that are killing us, and it's really hard to give up some of those addictions. And by addictions, I mean like food, like some of the food choices that we have. I say jump in. I say jump in. And it's not about a quick, well, let me do this for 30 days and this will be gone, and then I'll go back to eating and drinking and doing the same things that I was doing before. You can't do it like that, because if you go back to doing the same things that brought you here, if I kept doing the same things that brought me here, I'd be getting the same results. If I expect a different result from the fuel I'm putting in, but I don't change the fuel I'm putting in, well, that isn't that the definition of insanity, right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Nothing would make me happier than to see you get on board with this, because you are my sister and I love you and I understand fully. Look at Deb. What did Mom die of? She died of septic shock, right? Septic shock is when your kidneys, you go into kidney failure and you die because the poisons that are in your septic system or your lymphatic system is the septic system of the body. Our body is composed of cells and the two fluids that surround those cells, all right? Mummy died of septic shock. She died because her septic system went into over poisoning mode, and it shocked all of her systems. All of her organs started shutting down one after the other, right? Now, here's the thing. We inherit and we pass on to our children, but we inherit the lymphatic system of our mothers because we are directly tied to them umbilically in utero. We inherited Mummy's septic system, right? So we inherited that weakness. So it's really important to understand this. It's really important to understand that this is about cleaning out the septic system or the waste system. So we have two cells and the two fluids that surround the cells. We have blood, that is the kitchen of the body. We have the septic system or the lymphatic system, and that is the sewage system of the body, right? Septic tank. You know, you're in the country. Remember when I first moved into the cottage, I was like, okay, where's the septic tank? Because I don't want to drive over it and end up in the septic tank. And then, you know, and you're like, no, we're on city sewage. And I was like, okay, good. Well, a septic tank is where if you had a septic tank at the cottage, you would have all of your toilet matter going into the septic tank, right? What happens when the septic tank isn't functioning properly? It's backed up. What happens? All of that waste matter that should be going into the septic tank is full because it's not flushed out. It's not being cleared out. And how do we clear out the septic tank? Through the kidneys. And how do we see whether we're clearing out the septic tank in the kidneys? You pee in a jar and you're looking to see any filtration, any sediment in there. That's the lymphatic waste from around all the cells in the body. That's the sewage system, the toilet, right? When we do not understand how important it is to eliminate efficiently and properly this septic tank, this septic system, that's when you see people have all kinds of problems. The septic system backs all the way up and up and up. It affects our thyroid. It affects our adrenals, our adrenal glands. This is really, really important. The adrenal glands that sit right on top of the kidneys shut down when the kidneys are shut down, right? And when your adrenal glands are shut down, it's usually from an excessive amount of protein, meat protein, That's what shuts down the adrenal glands. So not only does the poor functioning of the kidneys shut down the adrenal glands, but the adrenal glands control, they're the switch for the kidneys functioning properly. So your adrenal glands being shut down, that's the start of, that's like the match that lights this fire. Because when your adrenal glands go down, your adrenal glands, not only do your adrenal glands dictate the utilization and the use of hormones, steroids in the body, cortisol, steroids in the body, hormones in the body, but they also produce neurotransmitters. Now, neurotransmitters are important because that is the brain food that allows your brain to talk to itself and to control all of the automatic or autonomic nervous system. So anything that requires you not to think about it to work in your body, that's the autonomic or automatic nervous system. Without brain food or neurotransmitters, and without fructose, which is actually brain food, because brain cells have the highest electrical impulses in the body, and fruit have the highest electromagnetic resonance and frequency of all foods, 8,000 to 10,000 angstroms of energy. So what we want is we want to encourage really good brain food development and functioning for the brain so that all of the systems can work properly. If you don't have good adrenal functioning and your body is not getting the proper neurotransmitters, your entire endocrine system goes down. All of your glandular functioning starts shutting down. It goes down. No brain food means that your pituitary gland in the brain does not work properly. Your pituitary gland doesn't work properly. Your thyroid goes down because your thyroid stimulating hormone is produced in the pituitary gland, right? But what do doctors want to do? They want to cut out your thyroid. They want to give you thyroid medication instead, when it's absolutely, completely healable. You turn it around by putting alkaline food in your body, by doing herbal support. If you want to go that route, it is not supplement, like it's not the body giving you what it's not, you're not giving your body what it should be producing on its own, right? Herbs help the body strengthen the different tissues, organs, and glands that they are designed by the Creator, by God, for us to use to support and help and clean and regenerate our bodies. You want to regenerate this. You don't just want to go cut it out, because then you have not addressed the cause. You cut out a body part. Oh, you cut out my stomach? Great. The tumor will come back on the liver. You cut out the liver? Great. The tumor will come back on the liver again. Why? Why does that happen? Oh, because we don't know why. We don't know what causes this, Berns. We don't know what causes this, but we'll cut it out for you. Well, if you don't know what causes it, how is cutting it out going to stop it from coming back? You know, and never once did a doctor sit me down and say, listen, the food that you're putting in your body is damaging your body, because they're not trained at that. They're not trained at that. Doctors do not make, and the medical association does not make, and the pharmaceutical industry does not make their trillions of dollars, their trillions, multiple trillions of dollars a year by us getting healthy, by the stuff that we stop putting in our body and start putting in our body. They make their money on keeping us very sick and in fear that, oh my God, the only way to deal with this is to cut it out. Debbie, I could have died, right? The chances of me dying on that table, while they say 3 or 4% or 4 or 5%, I know very well now that the condition that I was in last year, in a hyperacidic state, look at my before pictures. Oh my God. I think the final nail in the coffin for me of that surgery happened the day before I told you, Deb, that I wasn't going to be doing the surgery. When I got a call from the pre-op nurse, and she said that your anemia numbers your iron numbers are really low. I said, oh, okay, well, how low? Low enough for me to not have surgery? She said, no, not quite that low, but they're low. They're pretty, it's getting there. All right, well, what do you recommend? Well, I recommend that you eat a lot of organ meat and a lot of red meat. And I just went, oh shit. The light bulb, literally, the light switch, it was like a light switch that was 6 feet tall in front of me with a giant switch. And it was like, she went like that. She turned it on. And I was like, oh shit. What am I doing? Like, what am I doing? I'd already started the juicing journey, you know? I'd already started realizing how damaging red meat was for my body and how that leads to a lot of malfunction in the body, right? That was it for me. I was like, yeah, no, this is crazy. What am I doing? Who am I listening to? What is my heart calling me to pay attention to here? And why does that path, the allopathic, the medical path, feel so not what it is for me right now? Right? That's why I signed up right away to become a certified detox specialist. I didn't even tell you about it, actually, because I didn't really think you'd care, quite frankly. I didn't think you'd care. I signed up for it while I was at the cottage. I started studying right away. Well, you saw when the book came, but that's one of the reasons why I decided to become a detox specialist, a certified detox specialist with Dr. Morse, was because I wanted to go into this healing journey with 100% confidence that what I was doing was the right thing for me to be doing, instead of going down that medical road that so many of us have just been indoctrinated into believing is the way to go, you know? Yeah. So whenever we're talking about thyroidism, whenever we're talking about any system in the body, but let me just talk about from the thyroid perspective, it is because our lymphatic system is backed up. Our lymphatic system is compromised, Debbie, you and I, and a lot of people, because of what our mother's lymphatic system has been doing. Very few people on this planet come to this life experiences through a raw mama, through a healthy, vibrant, healed uterus and body. A lot of our moms have been, they're not healthy. And how can you tell? Look at what their health conditions are. That's why on our intake, our health questionnaire, which is in the group, by the way, if anybody is interested in more of the beautiful resources like these charts and looking at, all of this different slides that we've done on the detox classes. I've taught, like I said, these are in the masterclass playlist, Detox 101, Detox 102, sugar and carbohydrates. Deb, remember when we went to Will's office and his nutritionist, big air quotes for that one, his nutritionist said, oh, you're doing a watermelon, you're drinking 4 liters of watermelon juice. That's way too many calories. I was like, that's another one of the things that really prompted me to become a certified detox specialist, because I wanted to be like, I went home after she said that, Deb, and I was like, oh shit. Oh my God, am I having too many calories? Oh shit, I'm going to screw myself over. I'm going to gain so much weight. I'm going to gain so much weight, I was freaked out. When you, Debbie, asked me, where are you going to get your protein from? I was like, fuck, I don't know. Shit. Am I doing the right thing? I had a lot of questions, a lot of doubts. And that is why I've gone to such, I think, and from what you guys have told me, beautiful lengths to get this information over to you, out to you, free of charge. All the information is right here. And I've even put 6 of my favorite classes in the masterclass detox playlist right on YouTube. So you can just go right, and it's linked in the description of this video. Like, I want to make this so easy for you guys to get, because there is something that happens to you once you really understand the truth behind everything that's happening in your body, and you understand the truth behind what you've been putting in your mouth, and you understand the truth behind all the lies that we have been sold, that have told us that drinking milk is really good for you. Got milk? Where's the beef? Eating hordes of sugar, hordes of candy, drinking too much alcohol, taking too much drugs because you just want to escape your fucking life and the things that are going around in your head. I mean, different things for different people, right? Not everybody feels like that. But a lot of people, when you really boil it down, that's what we're doing to ourselves. We're looking for an escape. When I learned all of these truths, Deb, I had zero fear. All the fear that was wrapped around my wee heart evaporated. Never again did I think, oh my God, when is the next diagnosis coming? And by the way, Deb, you will be happy to know that I am going for another CT scan on or around June 1st. Around the day I started, June 1st, 2020, I'm going to go for another CT scan and I'm going to see. Because I know 100%. But I want to be able to show all of you guys before, after, bam. Because this is the truth. I am the living example of this truth, and I know that. And I want you guys to have faith in it as well. And I want you guys to jump on board, because there is nothing else out there that is going to allow your body to heal. All of the prescriptions, all of the surgeries to remove this body part, remove that body part. What next? All of the irritable bowel syndrome issues, all of the bloating, all of the everything can be gone. And when you understand how everything works together in the simplicity of it, the simplicity of it, I will see, RM, if I can do an MRI instead. I have had an MRI done once before, so I will actually ask about that. Thank you so much. That's a really good recommendation. I will do so, because one of the reasons why I didn't want to go in for another CT scan is because they're a highly acidic experience. You've got battery acid level solution, right? 2.5 to 3 pH level solution in your arm as a contrast dye solution. It's so toxic. So I will do that. There was another question up here and a new class member. Hello, Tasha. How are you? Welcome to class. It's so good to have you. Guys, give Tasha and give my sister, hold on a minute. Could you guys do me a favor? Could you guys give my sister a big, juicy detox welcome to class? Can we say hello to Debbie? Hello, Debbie. Say, hey, Deb, welcome to class. Welcome to class. This is an awesome treat for me, and it means the world. Like, let me just take a sip of juice. Let's raise our juice to Deb being in class. Thank you so much. Debbie is my sister. Hey, Tasha, welcome to class. So good to have you here. I get bad headaches when I stop sugar. How do I stop sugar? I have tried so many ways, but it's so hard. I know, babe. Well, I would say that you have to start a juice cleanse. That's absolutely the only way that you are going to be able to stop the sugar cravings. Because what sugar cravings are, thank you guys so much. Look at us go. You guys are amazing. Welcome, Debbie, and Tasha, says Crystal. I love you guys. Hi, Debbie. Welcome to class. Hey, Debbie, says Chrissy. Welcome, Debbie, says Sharon. Tasha. Welcome, Tasha, says Sharon. I love you guys. I love you so much. Niece. Oh, where did I go here? Niece says, welcome to class, Deb. Debbie, keep coming back. Yes, Deb, keep coming back. Duda, hey, Berns, hey, love. Oh, whoa. Hello, Duda. How are you, darling? I love having the family members in class. Duda is also Dali's cousin. So you guys, I don't know if you guys knew that, but Duda is a member of the family here and a member of this family. Yes, Crystal, thank you. Thank you so much, niece. Shalish. Hey, Shalish, how are you? Hey, Shalish. Shalish, we need to have a little chat. Me and you. Me and you. I saw your request to join the Real Juicy Detox, but you didn't answer any questions, dude. Remember what I said yesterday? If you want to come into the group, you have to answer the 3 questions to get into the group. Otherwise, we're going to not let you in the group. So come on, man. Hit me back up with another request to join the Real Juicy Detox group. We want you in there. Shalish is opening up a vegan healing center at the foot of the Himalayas in India. And welcome to class, my friend. So glad to see you here. And thank you so much for welcoming my sister. He says, welcome, Debbie. Good luck on your path. Yes, indeed. When you have the truth, you don't need luck. Can we just talk about this for a minute? You don't need to wish anybody luck on their path. First of all, everyone's on their own path, whatever that means for them. Nothing is going wrong. Nothing is going wrong. You know what I mean? Nothing is going wrong on anybody's path, and we don't need luck on our path. You don't need luck. When you're centered in your truth, luck is chance, maybe happenstance. We're solid in the truth, aren't we? Welcome, Debbie and Tasha. Jasmine says, welcome to class. Debbie says, my phone died, LOL. Well, Debbie, you better go and watch the replay and rewind it to the 1:21-minute mark, because all kinds of people were welcoming you to class. David says, welcome, Debbie. Chrissy says, welcome, Tasha. Linda says, welcome to class, Debbie. It's a healing journey. Yes, indeed. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Duda. Good morning, Nancy. Hey, Nancy, how are you doing, my dear? Yes, how are you doing? So this, I want to talk about the sugar cravings, because that's a real big thing. So listen, Tasha, sugar cravings, very normal. Let me scroll up here. And Lois, I see your questions here too. Hold on a second. Sugar cravings are very much rooted in our candida yeast infection. So if you have high sugar cravings, Tasha, my guess is that you probably are yeasty. Maybe you get a lot of vaginal infections, yeast infections. Your tongue is probably coated, right? You probably have yeast externally, like some women or some people get like rashes and diaper rash kind of flare-ups on the skin, right? You might have itchy rashes on the skin as well. These are some of the ways that you can see that your sugar cravings have everything to do with your candida. Now, candida is a yeast. It's a microorganism. The good news, let me just cut to the chase here. The good news is that if you go on an all-fruit diet, you are starving the candida of their food source, which is complex carbohydrates. That's right. That's right, my friends. Your candida is in your body because it is gobbling up all of the waste matter that is left over from the process of digesting complex carbohydrates in the form of cookies, cakes, sugary sweets, rice, oatmeal. I know we think that oatmeal is healthy for us. Oh, I'm doing a health program. I'm eating egg whites and oatmeal all day long. That's how I start my day. That's how I used to start my day when I used to do fitness programs, right? If you're having all the sugary stuff, like all the cookies, all the processed straight up sugar, all the candy, all the alcohol, which is also sugar in the body, and it leaves behind excess carbon molecules. Now, all of this I talked about in our class, and it's listed in the masterclass playlist on sugar and carbohydrates, where I go through all of this. All right. So I want you to check that out. But candida actually is fed by all of these processed, sugary, refined food. So when you eliminate all of those foods and you instead replace it with alkaline, hydrating, detoxifying, astringing fruits, astringe, they pull out all of these toxins, you're cutting off the candida's food supply, and you're going to get cravings. It's your candida is going to go, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Girl, give me back my excess carbon molecules. Excess carbon molecules in the body when we digest all of those sugary treats. That leads to excess carbon molecules. And in order for your body to process We're not meant to have excess carbon molecules in our body. Our body's like, excuse me, we got excess carbon molecules here. Beep, 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 do something about this now. So the body converts that into carbonic acid. And this carbonic acid is what feeds this candida. So in the beginning, you might have a little bit of a struggle. We all do, because a lot of us have candida. A lot of us have candida, all right? What you got to do is you got to get down and busy with the juicing. The fructose is not candida's food because it's simple sugar. Candida needs, wants, craves, is demanding in your body, hence bringing up a craving for complex carbohydrates, right? Carbohydrates that leave behind excess carbon molecules and that create carbonic acid. That's the food for candida. Now, what I would recommend if you are candidaed up, and a lot of people are, is to get on Dr. Morse's Parasite M formula. And now his formulas are really beautiful. His formulas contain like sometimes 10 more herbs in a single tincture. So his Parasite M is for those microorganisms like candida, which are coming up in your body. And you might need to work on the emotional support, and you might need to have a little bit more, assistance to stay away from the sugar as you go through this, because you're going to have cravings. It's normal. It's normal in the beginning. And then you get to a place where you are not craving those complex sugars because there's no more candida in your body. There's no more candida in your body. All right. So you can do this. You can definitely do this. I highly recommend, Tasha, come on over to the Facebook group because there's so much support there. There's so many experiences of other students in the class who are being successful with this. Our group is growing, you guys. We are up to, last time I checked, it was 530. I think we had over, what was it? We had over 100 new members. We have over 100 new members in our Real Juicy Detox group. And it's so beautiful to see because everyone who's coming in there is really resonating strongly with what we got going on in terms of talking about the emotional and the spiritual healing and the spiritual detox of stuff that comes up that we have to start facing and dealing with. You know what I mean? Yeah, because you cannot expect to have a physical detox and not have to go through some, mental, emotional, and spiritual work as well. So that's what we do. So come on over, baby. Come on over. Come on over. Come on over. You can get through that. You can get through this. If anybody is in the class right now and you have gone through this, you've been here in the class, you're one of the kids in the class for a while, can you put your hand up or can you give some comforting words to Tasha if you have yourself had a high sugar addiction or have had yeasty candida issues? Can you let her know if you've had any relief from this? I know there are a lot of people in here who have successfully healed from a lot of those cravings, and because they're healing and they're getting rid of that candida in their body, you can as well. You can do that too. You can do this, Tasha. You're in the right place. So glad that you are here. Welcome to the class, baby. Welcome, welcome. What is the best kind of watermelon to get? I bought a small one yesterday and it didn't say it was seedless. It has little white seeds. That's the kind that Dali juices right now. The best kind to get is seeded. Almost impossible. I have not seen any seeded watermelon since watermelon season ended in September, October, right? Can't wait for July to come around because you know your girl loves the watermelon and you want to have seeded. You want to have the big black juicy seeds. But in the meantime, if you cannot find that and you want to have that, sure, but it's just not as good. It's I don't ever drink watermelons outside of watermelon season. I do not like them. I don't like them. He's on Facebook. His Facebook name is, I think, DJ Chase, but his name is Leon. Okay, great. Let him know, niece, if he's going to pop in. and say hello in the class. Let him know that when he does that, tell him to tell me that you're niece's uncle. Yeah. All right, Carol says, I stopped my juice fast, but still drinking juice and eating 100% raw. Awesome, babe. I've been passing a lot of gallstones still. Is this normal? Yes, it is. Good for you. Good for you. You're cleaning it out. The detox continues, not just when you're in a higher level juice cleanse. So let me show you this awesome chart right here. This is from Dr. Robert Morse. So you have different levels of acceleration, right? So that even if you are now transitioning back to eating, chewing food, you're still detoxing your body. This is why I do these beautiful jumpstart juicing cleanses. Right now we're on day 18 of 40. Yes, we're on day 18 of 40 of a 100% juice cleanse. Some people are doing a smoothie cleanse. Some people are doing a fruit cleanse, but also a juice cleanse, but also eating some raw food. Some people are doing a juice cleanse during the day, and in the evening they're having a beautiful salad. And I'm not just talking about a salad with lettuce, y'all. I'm talking about a really substantial, beautiful salad. Beautiful salad. It all depends on where you want to go on your detox level. And the beautiful thing about it is that you're always detoxing. So this is my focus. Right? My focus is high juice, high fruit diet all the time. So even when I'm having chewing food, like you, Carol, I'm having a lot of fruit juice in between my chewing food. And I'm seeing all the other comments. You guys are awesome. What another dynamic, beautiful class today. Can we just give everybody in the class a huge clap, a huge hand. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Give yourselves a little hug. I love these questions. I love it. I loves it. Lois. Oh, Berns, the longer I live this way and more I learn, the more amazed I am at how sick the masses are and how easily they, including me, are and were brainwashed. Yeah, you're not brainwashed anymore. It is, listen, babe, when you start really looking at it, I don't want to go down that road right now. I don't want to go down that road, but it is a little bit, what have I been buying into? Last night I was on a group within our church denomination, and there was this big rave discussion on how we, the Church of God, must listen to the medical teachings about the COVID rules. Yeah. Well, a lot of people are living in fear about that, right? Just like how a lot of people are living in fear about, we don't know what causes this, and you need to do this treatment in order to live, when in fact that's not really true. And that the church should not be a place of debate, and if we go against what they say, we aren't. Yeah, you know what, all of this kind of thinking, Lois, you just gotta look at people from where they are, understand where they are on the spectrum, on the very wide spectrum of people who are able to have a different perception, a different view. You just gotta love people where they are. You know what I mean? What can I say? Sharon says, hey babe, that's what happened to me in hospital in 2014. They said my iron hemoglobin was non-existent. It was supposedly a normal day at work, had a headache for 2 days. Didn't know it was a stroke building up. I refused to take the medication in the hospital, so suddenly discarded the blood thinners. My choice. Yeah, the hospital senior nurse told me juice was pseudoscience. I was resisting then, and they labeled me. Yeah. Well, people need to put labels on things, don't they? They need to label us as certain things in order for them to feel comfortable. But, the bottom line is, you got to follow your truth. You got to listen to your truth. You got to follow what you believe to be the truth. When you understand that anemia or lack of iron is not about a deficiency, it's about an absorption, a utilization issue. But first, it's an absorption issue. If you have coating, if your intestines are coated with mucoid plaque, which is not going to allow nutrients to go through the small intestinal wall and into the bloodstream in order to be utilized. If you're failing on the absorption function of digestion, let me back up a little bit. Let me back it up a little bit. For anybody who's looking at a deficiency or think that they need to take a supplement because they're not getting enough, fill in the blank. Let me just break it down for you. There's 4 aspects of digestion, of the process of consuming food and of living. There's digestion. Number 1 happens in the stomach. The pancreas is the organ also involved in that, producing digestive enzymes. So if you're failing digestion in the first place, you're having a lot of bloating, a lot of gas, a lot of undigested food in your stool, right? You're getting a lot of stomach digestion issues. It's just not happening. Like, you got a lot of shit going on, right? You're failing at digestion. By the time that whatever you're eating can't be broken down to even get to be absorbed. So most of us are failing in some form on the digestion, right? Stomach, pancreas. Then that food that you've hopefully digested is going to go into the small intestine. That is the organ responsible for the absorption of those minerals, right? So if your small intestines are all coated up with mucoid plaque from all the dairy we've eaten, from all the glue that we've glued down that dairy mucus with, the gluten, right? All that gluten. And by the way, vegan by no means means healthy, because when I was vegan, and a lot of vegans, they still eat a lot of bread, a lot of pasta, a lot of textured vegetable protein, which is soy, which is so bad for you, but a lot of seitan, that vital wheat gluten. Man, I can make you some that you swear was chicken cutlet. That's right, out of vital wheat gluten. And people think, well, this is plant-based, so this is healthy for me, when in fact that is so acidic, and it glues down everything in your small intestine. And that coats the entire small intestine, which is something like 25 feet long or 15 feet long, 15 feet of small intestine coated up with a mucoid plaque. Think about your plumbing pipes in the house, right? If you live in an older house, you know that those pipes are going to be coated with a lot of gunk that is stuck on there after decades of not being cleaned out properly and decades of junk going down there. The same thing in your small intestines. It's coated with this mucoid plaque. So you're not able to get any absorption of minerals, of vitamins, of nutrients through the small intestinal wall. So you're failing at absorption. If you're failing at absorption, you're going to have issues like irritable bowel syndrome, constipation. Oh yeah, constipation for sure. Diarrhea for sure, or a combination of both. You're going to have all of the itises. You're going to have colitis. You know, appendicitis. I almost died of appendicitis when I was a wee little girl, 8 years old, right? Emergency appendectomy surgery. Appendix is usually on the right side. Mine was actually on the left side. That's how twisted up my bowels were, right? Because I was a sugar baby, man. It was like, give me more sugar, give me more sugar, give me more sugar, give me more junk food. How much of that can I get in me, you know? All the milk, all the dairy, all the crap as a kid. Appendicitis, all of that. That is, you're failing at the absorption part down there. After, let's say you do absorb, okay, and your nutrients now go to the liver and to the adrenals in order to be utilized. The utilization phase is next after absorption. When we utilize properly in our body, we're able to take all of the nutrients. And by the way, you can get all of the nutrients that you need just from fruits. We're actually, as a species, check it out, frugivores. As a species, we are designed to eat, digest, survive on, live on fruits. That's right. All of the vitamins, all of the minerals, all of the everything is contained within fruits and vegetables, of course. You can have vegetables as well for your amino acids that are bioavailable amino acids. Did you realize that when you guys eat meat, when we were eating all that meat, not bioavailable. And in order for the body to make all that meat bioavailable, available to biologically be used, all of those structured proteins, all of that structured protein, all those structured amino acids have to be broken apart so that the building blocks, the amino acids, could actually be used in simple format, because our physical body requires simple chemistry, and we've been complicating it with a lot of complex chemistry that's all bonded, that needs to be broken apart, to be simplified, to be able to be used. You get that, everything that you need, all your vitamins, all your minerals, all your amino acids, all your essential fatty acids, everything that the body was designed to use, we get it from the plant world of mainly fruits and vegetables. All right? Very important to understand that. So if we are not having enough iron show up in our blood work, or enough magnesium or potassium or whatever it is, then that means that we are either not digesting properly, we're not absorbing properly, and we're definitely not utilizing properly. All three of those first 3 of 4 functions in the body we're failing at. What's the last phase of this whole process that we could possibly be failing at? That's right, elimination. And when we are not eliminating out of our body via the kidneys, we're not eliminating the lymphatic waste out of the kidneys. It's like you got a septic tank, but nobody's coming to clean out the septic tank. Where does all that backed up waste matter go? Into your house. All that backed up waste matter is coming into your entire house when you're not getting rid of it via the kidneys properly. And how do you know whether you're not excreting properly through the kidneys? Go pee in a jar. Pee in a jar. And look and see whether you see any floating around things in the jar, any sediment. If it's clear, if it's see-through, you can see through it, there's nothing floating around, you have no sedimentation, you are not filtering the kidneys. I didn't start filtering my kidneys until 3 or 4 weeks into the process back in June. It takes a while. The other way that we eliminate is through the colon. We eliminate the lymphatic waste as well as the food matter, the solid matter waste through the colon, but we also empty the head, drains directly through the colon. So it's really important to know that your colon, your bowel movements, your bowels, cleaning it out you need to have that on point. And the funny thing is, and the interesting thing is, and the cool and simple thing is that when you fix the elimination process, you get the elimination going, you get the bowels opened up so that you're having 3 to 4 bowel movements a day. That's right. If you're having 1 bowel movement a day, newsflash, you're still constipated. Not as bad as if you're not having a bowel movement every day. Not as bad if you're only having a bowel movement every once a week. And certainly not as bad as if you're having a bowel movement once every few weeks. That was me as a kid. I was chronically constipated. Chronically constipated. You know, if you can fix the elimination process, you will fix the utilization, the absorption, and the digestive process in the process of fixing the elimination. The other way that our bodies eliminate our toxins is through our skin. And our skin is actually called the third kidney. We got one on the left, one on the right, or one on the left, one on the right, right? We got 2 kidneys, but our third kidney is our skin. And when our kidneys are down and are not eliminating, that's where we see a lot of issues coming forth with the skin. That's why when you get on this type of protocol, you have much better skin. You have much better skin. Like my skin at 55 years old has never looked and felt better. Do I have some wrinkles? Yeah, sure I do, because I'm 55, okay? I deserve a few smile lines to remind me of myself and that I'm in a physical body. But for the most part, you know, not too unhappy about it. You know, it sure beats having urticaria, which is a full-on hive histamine reaction. I had that a few times, you know. Fix the elimination and you fix all other issues in the body, because all other issues can be tied to the fact that we are toxic. So there's 3 things that lead to all dis-ease in the body. our acidosis, a level of acidity in the body from what we eat, what we inject into ourselves, what we put on our skin, what we put on our hair, our makeup, our deodorant, our perfume, our fabric softener. I got away from using all that delicious, smelly fabric softener stuff. All of that, those are all acids and toxins going in. Our toxicity, which is very much dependent on how much we are clearing out those acids or not, because if they stay in our body, they're toxic. We can have toxic injuries from vaccines. We can have many people, huge toxic injuries from prescription medication. Huge, huge, huge. So we have all that, and it's built up in us from what we did when we were a little kid. All of that medication is still in our body. And you can see that in the eye. And by the way, I'm about to sign up for the lymphatic iridology certification program with Dr. Morse, because, I want to learn how to really what's going on with this, and to really learn how to help you guys. But these were my eyes back in October. Look at my eyes. I am fucked. Except I'm not, because I'm doing everything now to repair it. But you see that blue haze at the top and around my right eye, cholesterol plaquing, a lot of lymphatic stagnation. Look at the nerve rings. You see the circles going in the same, the nerve rings around, following the same circular shape, but inside of the iris. All of it's like, I'm a mess. But if I stop and I get too obsessed about that, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm such a mess. How am I ever going to fix this? And I'm never going to get started. But if I'm like, okay, I'm just going to jump in and I'm going to do it for how long? I don't know. Forever, because it tastes so damn good, everything that we're doing. So, these are really important things to remember. So stay focused, understand what you're doing, right? Don't be too swayed by people who are caught up in the medical mindset, thinking of, we don't know what causes what you have, but let's rip it out of you. Let's cut it out of you, because that's got to fix it. Well, no, that'll take away the organ, and then I'm dependent on your goddamn drugs that are, look at the side effects of these thyroid medications, man. You don't want to go down that road. You can heal this, Deb. You can heal this, Jasmine's mom. You can heal this in the body. Absolutely. Get to work at looking at what are you putting in your body, and stop putting in those things that you are putting in that are acidic. Put in all the alkaline food that you can. And if you really want to heal something in your body, stay focused on high fruit. Simple, not hard. Just got to let go of the lies that we've been fed for our entire lives. Entire lives, I tell you. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Where was my last question? Here we go. Shalish, what volume of juice intake should one intake daily? Great question, Shalish. I recommend 2 to 4 liters of fresh fruit juice, freshly pressed, if you can, fruit juice a day. I'm getting between 2 and 3 in. What I find is that is a really good amount to keep me hydrated, to keep my hunger under control, because I'm getting all of the nutrients that I need. If I drink less than that, my body's going to tell me, yo, we need more nutrients. What up? And it makes me feel hungry. So I know that is a good amount for me to have. I focus on fruits. I do not juice vegetables. I do not juice vegetables as a rule. I'm seeing all of your beautiful comments. Wait, hold on. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming to all of them. Yes, I had yeast infections and I had bacterial problems. I was fighting this for 10 years and now it's completely gone. Amazing. Amazing. And you're doing it. You're doing it. It's so cool. Hey, Tasha, you can do that. You can overcome it. It does take a hot minute, as Berns would say. That's what I say. It's going to take a hot minute, but you will get over it. When I had those cravings, I would get some raw honey or maple syrup for a few days. That's exactly what I do as well. Listen, maple syrup is in Dr. Morse's protocol. You know what I'm saying? So every now and then, if I feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like something, yeah, I just feel like a treat, I'm going to have a little spoonful of maple syrup. I'm not going to lie. And it's good. And it has not affected in any way my inflammation, and it has not affected in any way my cravings or any of the sugar related things at all. Jasmine, Berns, can my mom go directly from tomorrow on fruits with a salad at night, or does she have to transition to vegan from the standard American diet? This is my response. What does she want to do? Because if she is open to going straight from what she's doing right now to this afternoon, starting with juicing and riding that beautiful rocket ship, then that's what I would do. That's what I did. I was like, oh, wait, juicing? All right, wait, Debbie, do we have a juicer? Let's pull that out. Let's get that Jack LaLanne juicer out. Let's go. And from that day, that was June 1st. May 30th, I found out about this, or does May have 31 days? I'm really bad at that. But at the end of May, last day of May, I found it. June 1st, I was doing it. I was like, okay, we're juicing. If somebody doesn't want to do that, if you want to transition, if it's too hard for you mentally and emotionally to do that, then I would say absolutely, you can transition. Go watch Detox 102. Detox 102 is a really good class where you can learn all about how to transition and the different options that you can use to make that transition easier for you. But I say, if mom's ready to go, mom, what you waiting for? It's juice. We're all doing it. And in fact, anybody that works with me one-on-one, because I do offer one-on-one coaching as a detox specialist, for me, first of all, by the time most people come to me, they're ready to go, man. It's like, let's go, man. Let's go, Berns. I'm ready to go. And for everybody, it's 30 days of juicing, fruit juice, straight up. And we work through the cravings and we work through the transition period, if there is one for them. I say, jump in, man. What you waiting for, mom? Let's go. We've got stuff to heal. You have a goiter. Mom has a goiter. She has a growth on her thyroid. So what we need to do is we need to get the kidneys opened up. We need to get the lymphatic system flowing and moving out of your body. We have to heal the adrenal glands. I would not touch any thyroid herbals right now. I want to get that goiter and that swelling and inflammation down. And anytime you innervate or anytime you stimulate any tissue, organs, or glands, it's going to cause a growth. So I would stay away from any thyroid stimulating type of approaches, and I would just stick straight down the middle with your fruits, fruit juice cleanse, and get to work on getting some herbs so that you can start supporting your body to get your kidneys filtering, to get your adrenals turned on, to work on getting this done, because you can do it. It's not hard. It's not hard. Lois says, Tasha, I want to tell you that you can get through those sugar withdrawal headaches. Any stuff that comes up is normal, but it will pass if you just hang in there and don't eat any unnatural sugar. Wow, Lois, you are a beautiful example, living example of this truth. And I love what you've learned from this. I was a serious food addict. I could eat sugar pretty much all day. Same. But finally, God led me to just stop. It will be 6 years on May 17th with no sugar for me. Lois! Oh my gosh, Lois, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. Bye, Amy. I will see you soon, babe. I know it's been another amazing power class today. This is awesome. So good. Oh, Carol, so much love for you, babe. So happy that you're healing. So happy. Carol had said, oh, wait. Wow, Carol, I wish I would have known about this detox 9 years ago when I had to have my gallbladder removed. Congratulations. Well, you didn't know. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. I had my gallbladder removed as well when I had my liver resection surgery. Oh well. I even had a nail fungus on my toe for at least 20 years. It's completely gone. I know. Kelly's as well. Dali's as well. Like, so many things are being healed with this. You get microorganisms. Microorganisms are the yeast, the fungus, all of those kind of things. You get rid of the food source and you get rid of the problem, right? You didn't go cut your toe off because you had nail fungus, because that would just be crazy, right? Right. But they want to go and take out our thyroid glands and our body parts. And we don't think that's crazy. We need to rethink some stuff, man. There was never a taste of any of it. And now that I found Dr. Morse and Berns, I found out I can eat fruit and not harm myself. I know, right? It's like, why are we believing this nonsense that fruit is going to lead to your demise? I don't know. I don't look like I'm in too much of a state of demise over here. And I've been high fruit, I would say 90% fruit since June 1st. And look at me all freaking living my life and shit. Also, if you find a good food reflexologist, those really help with headaches. A foot reflexologist, I'm here for you too. Oh, thanks, Lois. You can do this, dear. Yes. Yeah, we're all here for you. I had, by the way, I guess I did not really talk about this, Tasha. Give me 1 second. Let me scroll up here. Where did Tasha? Tasha, I had a 40-year addiction to over-the-counter pain medication. And I'm not talking like a little bit. I'm talking like I should have bought shares in the company. That's how much I used to buy. All right. You will sometimes get headaches come up. It's a normal part of the detox process. Really want you to go and check out Detox 101 class, because we went through everything from Dr. Morse's book, right? That talks about what you can be expecting to experience when you detox your body. Because you got to realize that all of that junk and the headaches means that you're also lymphatically compromised in your head. So you probably also have vision problems, you got headaches, you probably have some thyroid issues as well, because that comes hand in hand, right? All of this lymphatic stagnation, any muscular dystrophy, MS, Lou Gehrig's, all of those neurological disorders, right? Lymphatic stagnation in the head, baldness, graying hair, thinness of hair, all of that kind of stuff, lymphatic congestion in the head, big one. And we talk about different ways. Oh, am I freezing? Am I freezing on the Facebook side of things, my friends? Is my connection not happy with us today? What's going on? Okay, it looks good. It looks good. It looks good. I just had a little blip there. Okay. A lot of different ways that you can help yourself make it through these headaches. And we talk about that in a lot of our classes. But real quickly, you can do a hot and cold shower with the cold, 15 seconds on the back of your neck, as cold as you can take it. As hot as you can take it for 60 seconds after you've warmed up for about, for a nice hot shower. If you do that off and on, or you can do an ice pack and a cold pack alternating at the back of the head. That really helps. You can use some peppermint oil. Put some peppermint oil in your hand. Inhale it. And do not do this don't do this right after a shower. But if you rub a little bit on your temples right here, really, really helpful. And rubbing a little bit on the back of your neck of the peppermint oil. You can have first of all, you can rest. Right? Shut the lights off and go have a rest. That is also really good. So those are some things that you can do to help you with the headaches. Let me scroll down here as well. My iron has gone up. Morgan, that is amazing. My iron has gone up. No longer iron deficient. No supplements, no meat. LOL. Fruit for the win again. Morgan. That is amazing. Morgan, are you new? Oh my God. I know I have another Morgan. Did you just change your profile picture? You guys mess me up when you change your profile pictures. Morgan, can you let me know, are you new in class? Or did you just change your profile picture? And I'm forgetting that Morgan your last name is Dean. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But hey, welcome to class. It's amazing. I cannot wait until I go in for my scan. You change your profile picture. You guys are messing with me, man. Don't mess with the Berns. Don't mess with the Berns. So I can't wait to have my blood work done again. Yeah, because I know what my number was and they'll have it on the report anyhow, but I can't wait to get that blood work done. Good for you. Congratulations. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go, class. Don't believe me. Morgan's got a really great testimony here about this. Berns, as I learned last night, magnesium takes calcium out. How am I getting enough calcium just on fruits? Listen, it's not about getting enough calcium. It is about not interfering with not calling into question your calcium buffering effect. When you are highly acid, your body is going to pull and leach calcium out of your body in order to quiet down the heat of that acid, right? So it's not about, I need to get calcium from my foods. We actually have enough calcium in our body. It's called our skeleton. Calcium is the largest mineral in the body because we have a skeletal system that is so predominant in our body, right? It's not that you are needing more calcium, is that you need to not be leaching calcium out of your body in order to quiet down the acids, right? So you don't need extra calcium. In fact, a lot of doctors, a lot of nutritionists, and a lot of so-called naturopaths will prescribe, which is what we never do here, but they will prescribe calcium supplements. And when you give somebody calcium supplements who is already highly acidic, it causes them to seize up. It causes them to have calcification of their body, of their joints. Really dangerous game there. Really dangerous game. So everything that you need, you're getting from your fruits and your vegetables. Every single thing you need. What you need to do is not be leaching calcium out of your body, right? That by doing that, in order to do that, you need to heal the parathyroid gland, which is responsible for the calcium buffering effect when we are acidic. And the way you do that is to stop making yourself acidic. Stop making ourselves acidic. That's what we do. That's what we do here. Hey there. Hey, Siglinda? Siglinda? Hi, Siglinda. Welcome to class. You're new. Oh, my goodness. Everybody, we have another new student. So cool. So cool. I really need to do a detox desperately. As a child, I was asthmatic and my body is so full of junk. Awesome. Then you're in the right place. As an asthmatic child, you probably had a lot of dairy in your diet. A lot of dairy. A lot of dairy causes asthma. Congestion of the sinuses, congestion of the head, congestion of the lungs. Your asthma is your body's attempt to push out all of that mucus-forming food that you've eaten, right? Think of when you drink a glass of milk. The next time you go to do that, think of drinking a glass of snot, because that's what you're doing to your body, right? So, but the great thing is that you can do this. Just jump on in, man. What is the best detox to start? Fruit juice. Fruit juice. 2 to 4 liters of fresh, beautiful fruits. This will clean you out. It will pull the snot out. You're going to get a lot of detox symptoms with this. You might get, a lot of runny nose, a cold and flu-like symptom, coughing it up, coughing it out. I highly recommend looking into stuff like Dr. Morse's 3-lung formula and 3-lung tea in order to expectorate and get this mucus that is coated in here out. You probably have excessive thinness, quite possibly. You're malnourished. You got a lot of mucoid plaque in your intestines, or you could be really on the other side of malnourishment, which is overweight. The best way to start doing this, and that mucoid plaque in the abdominal cavity, right, is because of all the dairy that we've consumed. Yes, it causes a plaquing of the intestines, leading to poor absorption of minerals and of, you got to fix that. You got to fix that. The best detox to start with is juice. Choose your favorite type of fruit juice. That's juicy, a juicy fruit. Don't choose mangoes. Don't choose bananas, because those are not juicy. I mean, they're juicy, but they're not juicy enough to juice. You know what I'm saying? I would go with a juice that you love. Choose a juice of a fruit that you love, that's in season, that's reasonably priced right now, that's delicious, and start juicing it. Get drinking it. Keep it simple. I keep it simple, right? Keep it simple. Choose 1 or 2 juices and keep it simple. Keep it simple. I'm new. My daughter Tamika follows you, and she introduced your page. Awesome. I was just looking at Tamika's stories just recently, like today. I was like, oh, Tamika. Awesome. I'm so happy. Hi, Tamika. Thank you for sending your mom my way. This is so awesome. Yes. Yes. Yes to what? Yes to the lots of dairy as a child? Yeah, I bet. I love your technique. Yes, all of that. It's horrible. Yeah, all of that. You're experiencing all of that. So jump on in, Siglinda. I would highly recommend coming over to and joining the Facebook group because it is a really beautiful community. Lots of information. You can post your successes. You can post your questions. I'm in there every single day, and I'm always checking. We have a beautiful admin team, so it's a beautiful community where we can come together and do this work together because you're going to go through some stuff. You're going to have some hurdles. You're going to have some bumps in the road. That's why I come live every single day in the morning in order to guide you guys through it and teach to the best of my ability so that you can learn how to get your bodies clean and and live a better, more healthy, more vibrant life. Is almond milk okay? Almond milk is okay. Don't do it on a juice cleanse. We're not doing nuts on a juice cleanse. Let me give you an idea, babe. Hold on. But let me just put up. Hold on. I got to move this comment. Out. For how long? I don't know. A juice cleanse, I usually recommend a week, 10 days. I'm on a 40-day cleanse right now. More importantly, how long do you do a detox program? As long as you're walking around in a body, baby. That's what my goal is, right? Yes, she needs a lot of help. Yeah. How long would I do a juice cleanse for? I usually recommend 30 days to get you off and running. And then after the 30 days, come right back into a raw vegan protocol so that you can continue to experience the detox so that you are continually cleaning out your body. We got a lot of stuff in us that we got to clean out. It's going to take a while. Sorry, I missed some comments up here. And if you guys are brand new to the class, I want you to know that I get through all of the class is over basically when I've gotten through all of the comments and have addressed them and have welcomed you guys to class. So I've got a few more to go. And gosh, we've been doing class now this morning for 2 hours, which is really dynamic, a lot of fun. So if you want, as we're starting to sign off a little bit, if you guys want to drop a little comment down in the bottom and I'll acknowledge that. I don't like to leave class and just be like, pull the plug on class right away. I like to give you guys a chance to say a few final words before I go. Now's that time, heads up. But I was up here. Lisa said, hello, Debbie, welcome to class. Join us. Your big sister is doing a great job teaching, inspiring, and walking with us. Thank you so much, Lisa. Duda said right after that, oh, and Debbie said, yep, she's an awesome teacher and an inspiration. Thanks, Deb. So great to hear that. Judah said, heard you talking about pineapple cucumber juice. So actually made some with apple, pineapple, lime, and a touch of mint. Gotta tell you, the taste is divine. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to make that. I'm going to screenshot this so that I have the recipe. You know what I'm saying? Pineapple, cucumber juice, apple, pineapple, lime. I have all of those ingredients. I have apple, I have pineapple, I have lime, and I have mint. You know what I did make the other day, actually? I made cucumber, pineapple, mint. It was good. I got to say, it was pretty good. It was pretty damn good. Let's see here. Oh, Siglinda, I'm sorry. I missed the first part. I'll be 60 years old. Congratulations, babe. When is your birthday? Come to class on your birthday. I sing you happy birthday. I do. I'll be 60 years old, and I started walking in the morning because of my high blood pressure. So I'm eating healthier. No pasta, only zucchini noodles, but I really need to detox. Yes, you do. High blood pressure, that's a kidney function issue as well. Yes, indeed, it actually is. It's a kidney issue, so we can bring that down. We've had a lot of people reverse and normalize not only their blood pressure, but their sugar levels, right? We've had a lot of diabetics who've been able to transition off of their diabetic medicine and normalize and stabilize their blood sugar, heal their pancreas. It's amazing what this will do. It is amazing. Crystal had said, I noticed my toenails clearing up too, still waiting on one to clear up, but it's happening. Takes a while for the body to really dig down and pull out and astringe all of these funguses and toxins and parasites. That's the other thing. Oh my God. Can she just use kidney supporting herbal tea? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You can do heal all tea. You can do the kidney supporting herbal tea. Absolutely. Absolutely. All good there with Chrissy. Awesome. Hey, Crystal says, I've been seeing mucus in my urine am I frozen? Is it, I think I might be losing some Wi-Fi strength here. I've been seeing mucus in my urine for the past couple of days. Believe it's in my stool as well. Awesome. That is great. That is expected. That is a normal sign of cleaning out the excess mucus that we've been putting in. That is so good. Okay, thank you. I will love it. I will. I love it. Yes, I need the support. Thank you so much. That's what we're here for. All right, Siglinda and everybody else. That is what I am here for. That is what the community is here for. We're here to support each other through this journey because it can be a bit of a bumpy road. You know, it could be a little bit disconcerting when you're going through your healing crisis. We talked about that in Detox 101. So make sure to catch up on those classes, Siglinda. I really highly recommend that. I've linked the description. I've linked the video to my masterclass playlist. I've done over 350 videos, live classes just like this on YouTube. So there's no shortage of good information out here on this channel. And 6 or 7 of those classes I've put in a playlist in the description. It's linked right here in the description of this video. Go and watch those classes because let me tell you what, the information in there will completely change the game for your level of understanding with healing your body with this. Okay, I'm listening. Sorry, I'm new. Okay, 30 days. Gotcha. All right, babe. We got you. We got you. Jump on board. Start your juicing. Let us know how you're doing. If you have issues, if you have concerns, if you have stumbling blocks, if you're feeling like, oh my God, I can't do this, I have cravings, whatever it is, come to class because this is where I help you and give you ideas on how to get through that. Because what a lot of us have found in this group is that if you can just get over that little hurdle, that little thing that's just sticking you, where most people give up, we have been able to help you guys push through those hurdles and bam, people are on like Alana started and she said, okay, I can only do 3 days juicing. I don't want to choose a number of days, she said. And I said, no, I want you to choose a number of days. Pick a number because your mind needs something concrete to work towards. Pick a number. And she said, okay, 3 days. I said, okay, great. Now give yourself the permission to evolve, to change that number. If you get to 3 days and you think, oh, let me see if I can do another day, give yourself the permission to keep it open-ended, but choose a number of days. If you choose 30, Siglinda, and 20 days in, you're like, okay, I'm done. I think I'm done for this cleanse. Then you're done, right? Honor your truth, but find your truth, follow that. But if you want to continue on and you're like, man, I'm at 20 days and I don't know, I just really want to be done with this, but I really want to continue, then I am here to help you keep going. I will help you keep going. Thank you again. Have a great day. You're so welcome. Your birthday is June 21st. Oh my gosh. That was my dad's birthday. 22nd, actually. June 22nd. July 21st is my daughter. That's pretty good, though. I remembered it pretty close to the actual day. Oh, Bettina, I love you too, my darling. How are you doing? Are you good? Are you well? I hope so. I hope so. On my way to the farmer's market. Have a great day. Rockstar Ruiz, thank you so much for being here as always, my friend. I love you so much. Siglinda, awesome, babe. Come back to class. We are at the end of an amazing, dynamic, beautiful class. I want to thank all of you for coming and for having such beautiful questions and such beautiful support for each other. I love you so much. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. It's Saturday if you're watching this on the live, if you're watching it on the replay, wherever you are, I wish you so much love today. Yep, was great. Awesome, Debbie. Your being here is like, I'm so happy about that. I'm really happy about that. Follow your truth, check it out, try it out. If you really feel strongly that the way to deal with this is to have it removed, then have it removed. But if you want to give this a shot and see if your big sister is onto something that might actually be another alternative, better path for you, then I'm happy to have you and I'm happy to support you in any way that I can. I love you. From the bottom of my heart, from the top of my soul, I love you so much. And your being here and being open to this as a way to heal yourself is, I'm really happy about that. I'm excited for you. I am excited for you, but whatever path you decide to choose and whatever truth you decide to follow for yourself, I support you in that decision as well, because it is ultimately your decision of what you want to do to heal or to deal with anything in your body. I love you so much. I love you. Starting juicing today. Go Bettina. Get it, girl. Get it. And let us know in the group what you're doing and how you're doing. Bye, everyone. Bye, Sharon. I love you so much. And keep it juicy, people.